everyone, today I am here with a video you should not have been expecting to see, and that is another book haul. If you were not already aware, I am on a book buying ban and I did a video about it a little while ago. I'll leave a link to it down below. But this month I decided to make an exception for the ban because I met up with one of my good friends, Dylan, from Dylan Books. We went to this really awesome bookstore in the city called Kinokuniya, and I just decided to let things kind of slide on that occasion because it's not something that happens every day that you first meet one of your online friends in person. So yeah, it was a really exciting day. There are a few books in here that I was given, and there are a few that I also got on a different occasion, but to kind of even things out on my bookshelves and so I don't actually end up having more accumulating on my TBR pile, is I've decided to get rid of books. I have a pile of roughly 20 books so far that I've decided to unhaul. So basically all the books that I bought this month are replacing ones that I already had that I have no interest in reading anymore, so I don't feel guilty. First off, some super exciting books because they have not yet been opened. I love unboxing things. It's so much fun. So you get to experience it with me. Okay, let's do this. These are all part of one series, but you're going to be getting them in some strange orders, I'm assuming. Oh yes, volume number 3 is the first one. Ooh, raunchy picture on the back. This is Saga volume 3 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples, who I'm assuming is the illustrator. You'll be noticing there are a few graphic novels in this haul, and the reason is that one of my challenges for the year is to read 5 graphic novels or mangas, and in order to read those I need to have them, so I bought them. Problem solved. La, la, la. Come on. This one is gonna be, there's a 50-50 chance of what it's gonna be. I say volume 1. No, I was wrong. Volume 2. I'm so excited. And I wonder what this one's going to be. That one was a little funky, but ooh, I didn't get it. My brain, I can't speak. This is volume number 1 of Saga. I am so excited, you guys. Like, I've heard so many fantastic things about this series, and I think it's about 2 warring kind of species, and I'm assuming something happens with these 2 people that are on the front of the cover. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this at some point during the year. I have a feeling that the majority of the graphic novels I'll be reading will be towards the end because there is a hashtag, a yearathon, readathon for graphic novels and mangas towards the end of the year. So if you want to know more details about that, link down below. Alright, so I'm going to continue on with books that I was given. The first of which I actually had an unboxing video for, so I'm just going to briefly mention it for you guys who didn't see that video, but it is The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. And this was given to me by Susie from Read Susie Read, my lovely, gorgeous friend. So thank you so much. I adore this cover. It's fantabulous. Again, heard nothing but fantastic things about this one, so I'm definitely hoping to pick this one up really soon. The second book I was given was this gorgeous edition of The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Alex, my boyfriend, gave me this one as just a random little present. I do already have my own copy of it. I kind of acquired it from the family library. I saw it, I wanted it, so I relocated it onto my bookshelves. But yes, I've already read it and everything, but now I have my own official edition of it that matches this really cute edition of Reverendum by J.R.R. Tolkien. So they're so cute, they're so small, they're so adorable. So I'm going to continue this haul by showing books that I was naughty and should not have technically bought, but it's okay. I made it up by getting rid of other books. Excuses. Okay, so the first one that I picked up was the first book from the Mistborn trilogy, The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. This is another one that so many people have been raving about recently, and I wanted it. More recently I've been picking up a few more adult fantasy novels, so I thought this was a great one to add to my collection because, like I've mentioned, I've heard nothing but fabulous things about it, so I'm really excited to read this one sometime. Hopefully sooner rather than later. The next is The Kingdom of Little Wounds by Susan Cockell. It is a gorgeous cover with like maroon red page edges. Super awesome. And oh my god, the inside cover for the spine. Anyway, I don't actually really know much about this book. I was in a live show and Reagan mentioned this book and I saw it in the bookstore, so now here we are. Even reading the synopsis, I'm still a little confused as to what it's about, but from what I gather, this city is in Scandinavia and there's like royalty who are infected by some plague or something. I honestly have no idea, but the next one that I got was The Complete Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. This is a glorious, glorious, like, oh, just this edition is beautiful. It's so gorgeous. Okay, ooh, it's so fancy. So beautiful. I've read A Study in Scarlet, The Sign of the Four, and one of the short stories. I can't remember which one. I had to read it for uni. Ooh, you smell fine! Oh, this book is massive, but I'm so excited. Ah! I have most of the Sherlock Holmes books on my Kindle, but I really wanted a hard edition of it. Just, this is this. Okay, and now moving on to the pile of books that I got when I was with Dylan, and I ended up buying 7 books from Kinokuniya, and the pile was a lot bigger, I swear. I cut down on a lot of books that just, I couldn't, but you know, I would have bought the whole bookshop if I could. I got The Assassin's Curse and The Pirate's Wish by Cassandra Rose Clark. These 2 books are just assassins and pirates, like, yes, please. They're nice, really short books as well, so I feel like I could just marathon these 2 books super duper fast. Like really soon, that would be fabulous. Basically, there is a girl, she's a pirate, I think her name's Anana, and her parents try to marry her off to another pirate from a different pirate clan, and she decides that, oh hell no, that's not what I want, so she like tries to run away, and then they send an assassin after her, but obviously things don't really turn out like they're supposed to between the assassin and the pirate. I think there's like magic in here and she actually ends up like binding the 2 of them with a curse of some sort, so it sounds so freaking awesome. I'm so excited. You have no idea. I really want to read this like right now. I also got Fire and Flood by Victoria Scott. This one sounds pretty badass. A lot of people have been describing it as The Hunger Games meets Pokemon, which does sound really awesome. So if it does end up having like a similar sort of vibe to The Hunger Games, or at least a similar sort of like badassery level, then I'm down with that. So the main character's name is Tella and her brother is dying of cancer when she is invited to compete in the Brimstone Bleed. It's like a deadly competition, and I think like they have like animal companions or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's where the whole Pokemon thing sort of comes from, but it sounds really, really cool. I'm so excited to read this one. I hope it's awesome. I got another Brandon Sanderson book and it is Warbreaker. Magic, magic, magic. Yes, please. Okay, the magic in this story is called Biochromatic magic, and it's based on an essence known as breath. And I think you can like draw upon the colors of objects or something like that. So it sounds really very, very unique in terms of like the magic system, and just, yeah. This is my 3rd/4th Brandon Sanderson book that I now own, but I haven't read any of them. But I will remedy that soon, guys. I will remedy that very soon. Okay, I'm gonna save the best till last. So I've got 2 graphic novels that I want to show you. The first is The Homeland Directive by Robert Venditti and Mike Huddleston. I've already read this one actually. I read it during the Bout of Books 10.0 readathon and I really enjoyed it. It was super cool. I really like the artwork as well. There's a lot of like really awesome color schemes. Like, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Yeah, just bleh. It's got to do with like some naughty doings of the government, and it's resulting in people getting really ill and dying, and there's a woman and she's on the run from said government, and just, yeah, it was really good. I liked it. The last graphic novel I got was Circle of Blood by David Mack. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous book. And can you see that as well? Just like, oh, so beautiful. This has been like nominated for a bunch of awards as well. I think this is set in sort of a futuristic Japan, and it says there's a mix of historical mythology, political intrigue, corporate espionage, and family duty, and like super cool artwork as well. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one later on in the year. And last but definitely not least, this glorious book. Oh my god. As soon as I saw S sitting on the shelf, I gasped, I ran straight for it, and I knew it was coming home with me. I have been wanting this book for so long, and I was so surprised to actually see it in an Australian bookstore, because when I first heard of this book I looked online, mainly in like the Australian online bookstores, and none of them had it available. I was only able to find it on like Amazon and the Book Depository and things like that. So yeah, actually seeing it in person in an Aussie bookstore was so awesome. It's so glorious. I'm really excited. This is sort of like a story within a story kind of thing. This book here that you can see is kind of made to look like a library book, and it's like a fictional book that's been made up by the authors of this, and this, by the way, was written by J.J. Abrams and Doug Dorst. But anyway, so this is a library book, and it's filled with a bunch of like little papers and postcards and things like that, and there's writing in the margins. It's kind of like a conversation between these two people, and I think they go on a journey to discover what happened to the author of this book, because I don't know, it's just really mysterious and things like that. So yeah, looking forward to this one so much. So yes, that is my glorious book haul. So I really hope you like this book haul. I had a lot of fun. I shouldn't be having any more book hauls quite this big for a little while at least. This should hopefully keep you guys entertained for a little while, but yeah. I'm going to go now. I'm going to quickly film my wrap up and TBR video, so look forward to that. That'll be up in a day or two, and yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye!